Hey there everybody, Eric from Outer Limitless coming at you today with another video. Now Nitecore is a brand whose products I use all the time, almost daily for my everyday carry needs. Now beyond that, I am always performing inspections and I definitely need high power quality throw and just nice flashlights at my ready, good battery performance and the ability to get the job done. And that is absolutely what we have today. The MH25 Pro from Nitecore. A beaming, throwing masterpiece. This flashlight is fantastic. I love this. It's just very high quality, excellent performance, great output, nice programming. I do like this flashlight quite a bit. And so what we're going to do, we're going to go through this in detail. I'll give you this in a full breakout, go through all the features. Then we're going to get to some real practical field use where you can see getting to an inspection, putting this to use where I am absolutely relying on this for my personal safety and the ability to do the job. And so when we get back, we're going to get into it. But with that said, I have a whole bunch to do and a whole bunch to share with you. And if you're interested in seeing a little bit more about what I'm about to get into, do me a favor, stay tuned. Now, before we get too far, I would like to say thank you very much to the people at Nitecore who did provide this for review. And I'd just like to remind you that I currently have a gear giveaway. I'm trying to give away all my great gear, but there's only one way for you to take advantage of that, and that's to take a look at the description box below for more details. And so now, as we get into the MH25 Pro, this flashlight can leverage a number of different batteries, a 21-700, 18-650, or two CR123s. However, performance will prevail depending on the battery, and I would suggest the 21-700 absolutely the way to go. But as we get into this here, a beautiful form factor, absolutely gorgeous flashlight. This has a single lumen, ultra low mode of 50 lumens, mid of 300, high mode 1200 lumens, and the turbo 3300 lumens. But in my opinion, it's the candela that makes this flashlight really shine. At turbo 3300 lumens, that equates to 124,300 candela, a beam distance maximum throw of 705 meters. Leveraging here the NL2153 HP 5300 milliamp hour battery, this absolutely has performance. So this is a USB Type-C rechargeable flashlight. As you see here, there are indicators for the battery life. You can turn the light on and off leveraging the tail cap. This is a dual button flashlight, and in my opinion, I do like flashlights that have the dual switch capabilities. This flashlight having the ability to switch between what's called daily mode and tactical mode. It will change the operation overall. For me, generally speaking, I do like the ability to leverage the daily mode. You also end up with your strobe feature, your beacon, and your SOS. And there is an indicator on the side of the flashlight to show you the overall intensity as you go through this. A simple momentary press does allow the flashlight to turn on and off with a simple press. And then at that, you can click it all the way in to keep the light running. But with that, let's get out to the field for some general use footage, and then we'll come back to the studio and I'll give you my final thoughts. And so now back from the field use. Very, very useful. Excellent beam quality, incredible throw, just an awesome beam of light, nice programming, and the ability for me to work safely in a difficult environment. Now, a few impressions. First is when you press the side switch, it doesn't do anything. I kind of wish that at least a long press would put this into the low mode so I could just look around. I kind of like the dual switch aspect of this flashlight, but the actual reality is we got to turn on the light first with the tail switch and then go through the modes. Not a big deal from a safety perspective, and for the perspective that you're not going to accidentally turn this on, I do like that. But in that same vein, I feel like where you have the holster, and I have been rocking this in the holster, that kind of makes that a moot point because the holster protects it from turning on in the first place. So I think this could potentially have gotten by with some action on that side switch there. I think it would have worked out a little bit better for me. And then to get into the ultra low mode, it's just a little weird where you have to hold down the side switch, then press that tail cap, and it will at that point turn on, and then you can go through the different modes and you completely lose the ultra low mode. So in my opinion, why not just long press that side switch and get the ultra low mode? I don't quite get the need to hold that down and then turn it on. Maybe they got worried that people were going to light their pockets on fire? I don't know who's done that in the past. And then you can switch between the daily mode and the tactical mode. So here, this should be in the daily mode, turning on the light. You can see here now stepping through 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then back off. Again, you can get into that ultra low mode by pressing down, and here you have it, that ultra low mode. When the light is on, keep holding onto that mode button, and that will go between the different specialty modes. So turning it on there, now a single click comes back out of it. So long press. There's your strobe, there's your beacon, and here's your SOS. So you got to keep holding that button down to get through the specialty modes. I don't mind that too much, but to me, are you really going to want to like long press to get into that strobe? Maybe. It's not too big of a deal, just something worth noting. Now to get into the tactical mode, I'm going to hold the side switch. I'm going to press the light on, but I'm going to continue to hold that side switch. And you're going to see that light then blinks, indicating it is now in the tactical mode. So now I'm in the ultra low. There you go. It goes in reverse. So highest first, then stepping down through the different modes. You can see there. Now, there is no half press on this tail switch. That's another thing. I would love the ability in either mode to be in kind of a medium mode and then half press to the turbo and come back into the medium. For navigation, the ability to walk around. Hey, what's that? Boom, half press on that tail switch would have been nice. Now, just to point out the fact that this does not have the momentary press while the flashlight is on, it does have the functionality built into the light. So you do have the ability when the light is off, which I love, and that's important. But the fact is, the pressure switch is there. So if the pressure switch is there, why not take advantage of it while the light is on? I don't quite get that. To me, that's a miss. Now, the key with the tactical mode is it only remembers either the highest turbo or the strobe when it comes back on. So at this point, it should come on in turbo, which it does. That's that turbo mode. You can see very bright. And then at this point, stepping the light back down. It is now in the lowest mode. Turning the light back on, bam, back in turbo. So that's kind of the key with that tactical mode. It kind of elevates your output to the highest priority and then steps down. And to me, again, I'm probably more the daily mode type of guy for my particular needs. Now, a couple quick observations as I get this back into the daily mode. Again, gonna long press, but listen to how loud that clicky is. Very loud click on that tail cap. So now you can see that blinks. I'm back in that daily mode. Very, very loud. It's positive. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just pointing out it is a loud tail clicky. So depending on what you like or what you're going for, the amount that you're capable of, making noise, It is just something worth noting, so take that into consideration. But all in all, even though in my opinion some deficiencies, the performance outshines with the MH25 Pro. A beautiful, beautiful flashlight taking advantage of some of Nitecore's newest technology with their awesome LED, which is their UHI LED, awesome, huge thrower, just gorgeous performance, nice form factor, and another awesome offering from Nitecore. And so again, I would like to say thank you very much to the people at Nitecore who did provide this for review. Don't forget there is that gear giveaway, so look in the description box below. And if you like this content, do me a favor, take a look at my Outer Limitless 2 channel, which is more on the tactical and firearm side of things. At this point, that channel is growing quickly. I have a ton of videos up there, so if you like what you see here on Outer Limitless, do me a favor and check me out on Outer Limitless 2. So all right, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you like what you saw. I hope you found it a little bit informative. If you like what you saw, please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for stopping by. Take care now. I'll see you soon.